folks, Scott here with my 10 cards, 1 kit video featuring the Love from Lizi November 2017 card kit. This is Lizi's holiday card kit that kind of features wood as its theme. We have this great stamp set with the wood-grained tree, heart, star, and stag. A few sentiments here, everything pretty holiday-oriented. Now, I usually start playing with the stamps with the card kit, and I was interested in all of these image stamps here, but I wasn't particularly in the holiday spirit yet. So I did know that I wanted to use this stag stamp really bad. We also received like those 15 matchsticks, and I wanted to stamp on the matchsticks so much. I don't know why, but I truly obsessed over stamping on those matchsticks. No holiday, but yes, matchsticks. This is our first card. This is on that great embossed craft card stock included in the kit. Here we have, Oh My Dear, Would You Be Mine? Now, this does feature that stag head stamped on the matchsticks. Now, I actually had to go through and split all those matchsticks down the middle. I am insane sometimes. Split all those matchsticks down the middle so I got twice as many so I could make just enough of a space here to stamp that stag head on. It worked perfectly. I think that's really very interesting. It gave a lot of texture to that stamp. Oh my dear, would you be mine? It's a great little pun to get us started this month. A piece of pattern paper behind the matchstick stamping, a piece of that wood grain paper behind that, a couple of Lizi's peel-offs. These are the chocolate fondue crystal drops. Oh my dear, would you be mine? This is printed on my Staples ivory cardstock, my standby, use it for everything. Printed that, created that in my silhouette. This is the Smoothie Shop font. I got a few new fonts the last couple of weeks. The Smoothie Shop font, this is fun. I kind of put a little wood grain inside the text there. You can kind of see it on the card. It's good fun. Oh my dear, would you be mine? A nice simple little pun. Inside we feature the heart in wood grain. Nothing holiday yet. I'm just getting into the spirits, but this is our Stamped on Matches card. So we got this very fascinating ribbon in the kit. There's all these linked reindeers together. I was drawn to that right away from the very top. So this is my 8 little reindeer card. I just used some of the cording that was included in the kit and kind of hitched all the reindeers together. I had to use glossy accents to get this cord to stick to these fabric reindeers. But we hitched them all together, used the little itty bitty tiny gems in the kit for little highlights on their necks and to cover the glue spots. This is that gorgeous blue specialty paper, just trimmed down to the big mat on the plain blue cardstock from the kit. Believe, one of the stickers from the kit, I just popped that up on some foam tape. I really love this card. I did use my ultra fine point white Sharpie to add all the little stars on the blue specialty paper there. I really love this card. That blue paper is gorgeous. With the shimmer, it has such depth. It really looks like a night sky. We get no sleigh, but we got 8 tiny reindeer. Believe. And on the inside of the card, another deer with that believe in magic sentiment from the kit. Just down in the corner of the card, again, the writing surface is that ivory Staples cardstock. Believe. I love this card. I really, yep, I really like that one. Now, we did get a large 12 by 12 inch sheet of stickers with this kit this month. So on to card number 3. This is on the dark chocolate brown cardstock. May your days be merry and bright. This is one of the stickers from the kit, matted on that gold weave thin paper, then matted on some of my ivory cardstock outlined with the gold glitter peel-offs. These are actually the gold glitter peel-offs from 2 months ago from Lizi kit. I needed a little more sparkle than what the peel-offs in this kit gave us. So trying to make this as merry and bright as possible, I just added the May Your Days Be with a simple micron pin, drew that in by hand, put a little glossy accents on the light bulbs where I could, a few of the gems dotted here and there inside this Merry Christmas stamp on the writing surface. May your days be merry and bright. Now, I did actually take my Sakura jelly roll. This is the Stardust jelly roll, and colored in the merry and bright. So you got a lot of shine, shimmer, and reflection on the text there. Merry and bright. I think you can see that. That's why I went with the big glitter peel-offs here. May your days be merry and bright. That's my third card for this month, folks, featuring one of the stickers from the kit. And of course, I wanted to do a shaker card. We had a very nice sequin mix this month, the Merry and Bright sequin mix, I believe it is. So to do something a little different, here's one of the stickers from the kit. This is Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Instead of just putting the sticker on top of the acetate sheet and letting everything shake around behind it, I thought it would be interesting to make a merry-go-round shaker here. So these guys actually go all around the center part and don't fall behind. I think that's great fun. It was interesting. It's just an added piece of foam behind the centerpiece. A great shaker card, much fun. This is the blue satin ribbon with the gold trim. Tiny little bow in the center there. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. This is actually a little snowflake sequin from my stash and one of the gems. Merry Christmas. This is cut with the Merry Christmas die from the kit. This was cut out of that gold woven paper that we got as part of our specialty paper. Again, on the ivory cardstock inside. Just a nice, kind of unique shaker card. We also had this great sheet of cutouts. We had two 12 by 12 sheets of double-sided pattern paper. One featured gold frames, the other featured like a dozen cutouts. You could easily have cut those out and made a dozen cards. I fell in love with this cutout, the Noel cutout on nice white wood. This is on the white cardstock from the kit. This is the cutout. Right behind that, that's matted on a piece of wood, of real wood. I had this in my stash. I have never used it before. It's called Sticky Bark. This is in cherry. This is very, very, very thin wood. Actual, real wood. It's great. It's beautiful. You can actually print on it. You can die cut with it. I actually took the Tim Holtz crayon in Picket Fence that we got in the kit, and this is some of that wood. And this is some of that wood that's been whitewashed with the crayon. Beautiful effect. I thought that was really interesting. I just rubbed the crayon on this wood sheet, then took a little baby wipe and rubbed the crayon into the wood. And I think that's a really nice difference that it gives us there between the two. This is whitewashed. This is not whitewashed. This is a nice mat behind the Noel cutout in wood. You can feel it. It feels like wood too. That's great. And here, to surprise everybody, I actually used that pink piece of specialty paper, kind of a gray pink, to put a mat behind the wood. It all works very nicely together. The cutout is foam taped up, so there's a little dimension there. There was a star printed here that I then covered with one of the star jewels from the kit. Just that one little piece of glimmer. Noel, a very, very pretty card. Very nice. Merry Christmas on the inside. Now this is cut out of that thin bark sheet with the die in the kit. At first I thought this die was going to be way too small and you'd never be able to see it, but it actually cuts out very nicely. One of the great things about the bark sheet also is that it is self-stick. It is already sticky, so anything you cut out of it is already sticky, made into a sticker. I know I bought this quite a while ago, and I'm sure I bought it on sale somewhere and thought it was very interesting. Have never used it. This is the perfect opportunity for me to use it. A lovely Noel card. This is halfway through the kit now, card number 5. So we also got that great piece of acetate with the snowfall on it. And I was itching to do an acetate card. So here we go. This is my Winter Wonderland card. I don't want to get it in front of everything else, so I'm trying to here. There you go. Winter Wonderland card. This is my acetate card through and through. A nice clear card. I really like this a lot. Now, I had a Doris Cityscape die. I've had this in my stash for a while. I don't think I've ever used it either, but I got the opportunity to use it here. I took some of the white glimmer paper from the specialty paper. I had my silhouette draw this sentiment on that white paper. This is drawn with the ultrafine tip gold Sharpie with my silhouette, Winter Wonderland, one of my sequins. I cut the white glimmer paper with one of my stitched hillside dies. I did cut a matching one to cover it up on the back so you can't see the glue lines. I did cut out the city skyline from just a piece of my black cardstock. I did emboss that also, and then did a touch of little brightness in some of the windows. You can see it here. I actually used some distress ink, some oxide distress ink, I think in yellow for these. And over time it faded way too much, way much more than I thought it would fade. I should have tried to use some white pigment ink possibly, but that's okay. You can still see that there are some windows on. The Merry Christmas stamped from the kit down here on a little piece of white. 2 pieces of a crescent moon. The crescent moon is cut from the same glimmer white paper. This is my see-through Winter Wonderland New York City skyline acetate card. I really like this. I thought it was great fun. The minute I saw that we had this big sheet of acetate, I was like, I'm going to make an acetate card from this kit. Okay, so if you saw my special Thanksgiving kit, you saw the little stitched wind lines that I had done on my silhouette on my sweater weather card for the Thanksgiving card kit from Love from Lizi. I wanted to use those again. Instead of leaves this time, we have snowflakes. So I used that nice piece of pattern paper with the frosty branches on it and drew the swirly lines in my copper rose Sharpie extra fine tip and matted this all up on that wood grain pattern paper. These are all the snowflake die from the kit. It's a beautiful die. Those snowflakes are so delicate and so nice. So all of these snowflakes are from that bark sheet that's been whitewashed a little bit. These are 2 of the wood veneer die cut snowflakes. I actually put, there you go, you can see it. I actually put 2 of the triangle mirrors behind both of those. You can see it. There's some good flashes there. There's some gold. The gold mirror pieces are behind those 2 snowflakes. I added a few little pieces of my gold snowflake glitter pieces. So there's bunches and bunches of the gems here. I used the gems on the edges of all of the little die cut snowflakes. Sticker from the kit I matted up on that wood grain sheet. Let it snow on top. Very nice, fun. No leaves, just snowflakes. Let it snow and Merry Christmas, which this is one of the stickers from the kit. I did use a Sharpie to give it a little frame. Merry Christmas on the inside, let it snow on the out. There's 2 mirrors down. So I'm getting a little punny now. On the dark chocolate card base, again from the kit. I'll give you a moment to think about this one. I had yet to use the star stamp from the set. I actually stamped these stars on the ivory cardstock with the Delicata Golden Glitz. Delicata Golden Glitz. I think it adds a really nice element to the wood grain stars there. This, of course, is the stag head die from the kit. These are all cut out of that wooden bark sheet of mine. Also cut out of some black fun foam and mounted on that. And this is the gray shimmer sheet in the specialty paper. This is that great woven ribbon from the kit on the sides. A couple of pieces of the peel-offs from the kit. Here we have a really nice card that, if you haven't gone there yet, Starbucks. I had so much fun with this card once I realized I could do this. It was the star stamp is what brought me to it. And to make things even better, I do have a slot for a gift card to Starbucks. So this is my Starbucks gift card. I found it one of the easiest ways to do a gift card is to just cut a slot. I did this totally by hand without my silhouette. Cut a slot the length of your card, cut 2 little angles down from it, and then use the smallest little hole punch you've got to release the tension where those cut lines end. It's great. Put a little line of adhesive behind the back just below that. Your card fits in. It's not going to go anywhere. This is the Merry Christmas cut out from the brown veneer paper in the kit. This is Starbucks, and yes, those are some Starbucks. I have to admit, I really like that card. Now, I haven't used that big 2.5-inch wide ribbon yet. So here's another slight little pun, a little more in season. I do like the rhyme, oh dear, Christmas is here. This is that great deer ribbon burlap. Took it across the page, added some peel-offs, some pattern paper. Oh dear, Christmas is here. This is in the ballerina script. I created that in my silhouette, printed that on my ivory cardstock. I did cut that out with one of the decal rectangle dies. I've got a set of these. I love that. Put it on a square mat with some of the peel-offs around that to add a little sparkle. This is a great piece of ribbon, such great texture. I pulled the wire out of the edges of this ribbon, ran it through my Xyron sticker maker, and stuck it right down to the sheet. So you can see it's not wrapped around the edges. It finishes right at the edge of the card. I do like using my Xyron sticker maker with ribbon. You never have to figure out what to do with the leftover ends. Oh dear, Christmas is here. Inside the stag head and Merry Christmas. Again, cut out of that dark wood grain pattern paper from the kit. That's card number 9. So I still have one more stamp that I haven't used from the kit. That's the tree stamp. A tree stamp in wood seemed a little redundant to me, but nonetheless, this is what we came up with. Now, I used the stencil from the kit to put transfer paste on the blue cardstock and then foiled that in my laminator. Love that transfer paste with the deco foil. It works so nicely. That's just gorgeous. I actually used the Gina K ThermaWeb Design Fancy Foils. This is that great holographic sequin paper. I use that on the trees here for the top and bottom strips of that. Then you have the stamp of the tree in the middle. We've got 3 trees. They all seem to be wearing a crown. They all seem to have little presents next to them. If you're wondering, we tree kings. So each of the trees there has a little crown. Each of the trees has a little present next to them. Now, I had a great time putting these together. I used the blue wire in the kit for all of the extras on this card. Little curlicues here, little curlicue there, that little bit on the crown there. The top of this present here, I actually tied a bow with a piece of that wire. Here's one more of those mirrors here as a gift. This is one of the stickers. These are just holes punched and added together. Those are my tree kings for Christmas time. I enjoyed this very much. I had a great time putting all these little bitty pieces together. We tree kings, Merry Christmas. And then one of the wood veneer cutouts with the gift on the bottom there. Bearing gifts, we traverse afar. We Tree Kings. Those are my 10 cards for the Love from Lizi November 17 card kit. I had a great time with this kit, folks. I have so many supplies left over. I have tons of pattern paper. I used a little bit of everything, but again, I didn't use a lot of anything. Lizi has so much stuff in this kit. I did not get to the tags that were in the embellishment kit. I will use tags at Christmas time. I didn't get to those with this kit. I actually have one card base still left since I used the sheet of acetate for one of the cards. I used one of the cutouts. I didn't use any of the gold frames, but I did use the pattern paper from the back of those gold frames. So a little bit of everything. I didn't quite cover all of the sentiments in this stamp set. I really love the star and the heart. I think those will get lots of use throughout the year. Lots of stuff included in this kit. I had a really good time. I think we have a very handsome set of cards here. So I want to thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today and sharing my 10 cards, 1 kit. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like me, list me, pin me, post me, share me with all your friends, and happy crafting. If you'd like more detailed information about these cards, product links, and better pictures, please check out my blog at cardcutups.wordpress.com.